Hi everyone, this is Suzanne Wagner. Thank you for joining me. I do a daily numerology and astrology blog, and that's what I'm going to do now. And there's a separate quote and part of my personal blog on a separate video. Enjoy. Thanks. Okay, numerology for today, March 6th, 2022. If you add all those numbers together, you get a 15, and if you add the 1 and the 5 together, you get one of the spiritual numbers, 6. The number 6 is a number that is like a monk, a nun, a priest. It's holy. It's takes vows of chastity and being willing to pull back and, be charitable in difficult times. So the number 6 is a number that is about that spiritual, inward, moral compass that refuses to not be heard in critical moments, and how that works within each of us. But if we haven't tapped into that place on the inside, it can feel a little bumpy, rough, difficult, hard to do a number 6. So it's tricky because it's about inward listening, which also, if we have inward listening, it allows us to then outwardly listen to others. So today is the day. It is a day to stop, look, and listen. Response, I should say, is not needed at this time. Events are rapidly unfolding, and there are many things that require our focus that we need to be careful with and do deep consideration before we act. World situations require us to become more prepared in ways that we have never really considered. Think things through. Consider the long-term impact of your choices. In the most positive aspect, this number wants to genuinely understand and connect to others, even if it does not know how. There is that compassionate pull from our hearts that allows us and asks us to do something. Be careful to what kinds of things we let into our psyche, as there is a lot of confusion out there. In the negative, this number will bear witness to the great trauma being inflicted upon this world. It may seem as if God is absent in the arrogance of out-of-control egos. We are being forced into areas that we have little or no expertise. Do not underestimate that the battle is inward as much as it is external. Everyday stresses are even more of a challenge. Focus on your circulatory system and keep creating movement through love and positive change. We cannot afford to shut down our heart, but keep your heart healthy by staying open, compassionate, and generous to those in need. The astrology today. Venus and Mars go into Aquarius today. They conjunct just before they shift into Aquarius. Venus will be there until April 5th. Things will be even more bizarre and hard to comprehend. Independence is getting more heated. Freedom always comes at a great cost. Now Americans will see that cost played out in horrific ways. Mars becomes more unstable, and that warlike tendency will try to destabilize. It is designed to promote fear on a new level. Everything will feel new, and not in a good way. Freedoms of expression will continue to be blocked, at least this time. They will not work. We are being asked to move as a unit in the directions of unselfish behavior and better insights based on facts. Mars escalates in Aquarius till April 14th. Energy systems will become unstable and controlled in ways that are designed to choke others to comply. More and more things become less cooperative between opposing forces. Learn to rely on yourself and become more prepared. Tactics will prove not yet as effective as we wanted. This movement requires us to make a choice, fully, completely. That means that fears must be set aside in favor of actions that are being inspired by hearts and souls that know many things are wrong and cannot be tolerated. But we need plans and strategies to gain success. The moon is in the steady and determined sign of Taurus. We must take moments to figure things out in concrete ways. We are reorienting ourselves into this new reality. There are some things that are being effective, yet while Mars and Venus semi-square to Jupiter, there will be some that just want to stir the pot. Know that those that want confrontation intend to do that, because the one that is in the position of taunting wants those that are afraid to react from impulse. That gives the perpetrator the advantage, and that is why we must think, plan, and implement the plan in ways that allow us to move with strength, rather than reaction. All sudden urges need to be done in ways that have staying power, and that takes time. Thanks, everyone.